Hello everyone, I am Erika of BEADIngschool.com and you are watching the last No One Has to Bead Alone beading workshop of year 2022. I hope you can hear me, I hope you can see me. You can watch today's video live from the Beading School Facebook page and also from the Beading School Facebook club. And in case that you would like to watch from YouTube or you are watching from YouTube, then you are watching the recording as we will upload it there a little bit later. I see Orit, Yosin, Ula, Manuela, Shelly, Kristen, Sarah, Kata is here, Eleanor is here. I also see a Facebook user friend in case that you are watching from the Beading School Facebook club. Then the broadcasting program that I am using that enables me, for example, to put pictures on my screen or to show you my hand camera. It needs an additional permission from you. So it shows me your name and then I can greet you personally and I can say, hi Sherry and hi Katarina and Samia and Mary and Nancy and Jennifer and Marianne and Cindy is here. Another Facebook user friend, I think it's Lutka, Vania is here, Ellie, Malka, Elena, Jan. Good morning, Faye, Niti, Sue, Katalin, Irina. So good to see you all. We are so close to the holidays. Who celebrates Christmas, for those who celebrate Christmas, and it feels special to spend the evening just before the big day together. I see also in the meanwhile, Irina, Cindy, Joanna, Ginny is here, Debbie is here, Elena is here, Aniko, Zdenka is here. So good to see you, ladies. Today we are going to work on Zuzi's CARINA earrings. In the meanwhile, while we are getting ready, you can download the tutorial from No One Has to Bead Alone as usually, and you can choose between two options. You can either download it for free and accept it as a gift from Beading School if you need our helping hand to stay connected to the beading community, or you can buy it for €5 to support the broadcast. The free option, the gift option, is available for 3 days, so it will disappear on Monday, and the PDF tutorial will remain in the Beading School bead shop. I see also Connie and Liv, Wanda, Jennifer, and oh dear Niti, no sleeveless top because it's very, very cold here. So, and Susie joined us, designer of the evening. It's not coffee time with Erika, but since it's the 23rd of December and our big advent calendar adventure is very, very close to end with, I think, the shiniest, best day happening today, I am allowed to have an extra coffee and drink it together with you today. And Martina also made it. Hello, ladies. And Patty. And Facebook user friend. So let's see, what do we need for today's earrings? We need an 8mm cabochon, and as usually when we are doing a square stitch or peyote bezel, it can be any type of a cabochon. It can be a Preciosa chaton, it can be a Rivoli, it can be a NACRE cabochon, it can actually also be a round pearl if you don't have cabochons in your stash at the moment. And you had a little homework, which I did last minute, So I asked you that please bezel the cabochon in advance with square stitch bezel, starting with 22 pieces of MIYUKI DELICA beads, size 11. If you need instructions, then I'm going to post the link to a comment. So we have a square stitch bezel tutorial available at the Beading School bead shop as a gift tutorial. You can find it in the category of beading tutorials. Yeah, of course, Erika. And also a little while ago, I filmed a video where I am showing you how I bezel the cabochon with square stitch bezel. So if you are not secure yet with your square stitch bezels, then on YouTube you can also find the video tutorial with lots of helpful tips and tricks. And also, oh, Faye says, thank you for all your Advent adventures and your help this morning. It was my pleasure, Faye, and thank you everyone who was with us during this crazy Advent period. It's always like a beautiful, intense and beautiful experience, and seeing you ladies happy and excited, and then especially when you receive the goodies and you feel inspired, that is the biggest gift that we can have. So thank you so much for everyone who was with us this year too. And in the meanwhile, Samia joined us and she says, I have been wanting to bead CARINA ever since I saw it. I'm joining from work, so I won't be able to bead it along, but I will be beading it soon. I have all of next week off. That's wonderful, Samia. Then you can bead a lot. I hope you will enjoy the time off and you will take a good rest. And Terry is here and Corinne is here. Ginny is having her first coffee. I'm having my last coffee after my last coffee. And then we have Facebook user friend, cooking, and more Facebook user friends. Tinkerper, Maria is here. And Terry says that she finally got the kit during today's Advent craziness that she was looking forward to have all year. And I'm super happy for you, Terry. So let's see, what do we need? Besides, I did not get far with listing the material, right? Please forgive me if I'm not that focused today. I need to drink that coffee, really. So 8mm cabochon or pearl. Then size 15 seed beads. Then size 11 seed beads, size 11 MIYUKI DELICA seed beads. All the seed beads that I am using, they are MIYUKI beads, so it should work if you have a different brand. However, please note that these tutorials are tested for MIYUKI, and there can be a tiny difference when it's like a different coating or a different brand. You will also need PRECIOSA BICONE beads in two sizes, 3mm and 4mm. And actually, for the main part that we are doing today together, you will need only one color, but you can use two colors if you follow Zuzi's whole tutorial and you finish the earring off with this super cute hanging part. This is like such a, like, one of those solutions when it's like so neat and easy and elegant, but at the same time so imaginative and versatile. So I'm in love with this hanging part that Zuzi designed. So there is inside PEAR cabochon, and I think it's 10 times 14 millimeters. Oh my god, ladies, I need that coffee. we were beading with it so much, and yes, 10 times 14 millimeter PEAR cabochon, and then it is set in a cage of bugle beads, MIYUKI slender bugle beads. And I think we can use it in so many designs that let's not leave it only here. Let's try our hands first with it with CARINA, but then I think this is going to be something that we will be thankful for many, many, many times. So thank you so much, Zuzi. Faye says it looks like a little birdhouse, and indeed. And yeah, Kata says PEAR in prison. So, ladies, do you have any questions about the material list? I had a question, how big is the PEAR cabochon? And Susie helped me out also that it's 10 times 14. So, thank you. Niti has an important coffee question. How much coffee do you have in that bottomless little tiny cup? It has always intrigued me. It's like a double espresso brewed from 17 grams of, of coffee. So, yeah, it's tiny, but the flavor is strong. So, shall we start, ladies? Did you manage to put together your colors? Do you have the tutorial? I hope everything is all right. If yes, then in the meanwhile, I'm going to switch to my hand camera. And again, please let me know if you can still hear me well. As I always say, it's always risky when I'm switching from one camera and one microphone to another one. So please, again, let me know if everything is all right. So I should be back. Hopefully you can still hear me, and hopefully you can hear me without echo. So this is my square stitch bezeled CHATON from PRECIOSA. And I will be starting from the row of MIYUKI DELICAs. Okay, Katerina tells me that she can hear me clear. So thank you so much. Kristen is bezeling. And Zuzi, who was visiting me during the summer, she says seeing Erika Adam making coffee is an experience on its own. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Faye. And Yosin, get well soon. I hope you will be able to enjoy the holidays and that it's nothing serious. So, let's start. Let's see what Susie prepared for us. This is also, again, my first time beading CARINA, so it is exciting, but I trust Susie's wonderful instructions. Susie is beading in the meanwhile alizarin. This is alizarin, so it's super funny that I'm beading Susie's design and Susie is beading my design. So, and Antoinette, so nice. So, if you have the square stitch bezel that is on picture 1, then let's see what's happening on picture 2. I will stick to one color of MIYUKI, or no, I have here another color, luckily. So I will be adding groups of DELICA beads, always with 2 square stitch bezels. So first, I am exiting a MIYUKI DELICA in the middle row of the bezel, and I attach to it another one, if you want with the same color, if you want with a the different color. So I attach a new DELICA with 2 tiny square stitches. And when I attached it, then I am beading also through the next one. And right away, I attach the next DELICA. In the same way, so exiting DELICA in the bezel, I pick up a new one, and then I bead again through the DELICA in the bezel, and I repeat the thread pass to make the connection stronger. So I will need 4 pairs of MIYUKI DELICAs attached this way. So when I am attaching the first pair, then afterwards I will skip 2 DELICAs and I will start attaching the next pair to the third DELICA, starting to count from after the pair. So there will be 2 empty DELICA beads between the 2 pairs. In the meanwhile, also Sharon joined us. So good to see you, Sharon. So how is it going, ladies? Is it clear so far? Faye also beaded alizarin recently, and she says she liked it. Wonderful. That was like, I was really happy when how it turned out, and I beaded actually 2 alizarins, and usually I don't like beading the second one because it gets already a little bit boring, but even if it's a big pendant, then I was enjoying it very, very much. So I have now 2 pairs of DELICA beads, and I'm going to attach the third one, and let's see how many MIYUKI DELICAs will I skip between the second and the third group. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, and I will attach the next one to the 6th. And Niti says, I find it difficult to travel through the 11s in the square bezel. What am I doing wrong? So let's see how can we make this easier. What can happen that your tension is very tight, so the beads are super close to each other, and then indeed it's hard to push your needle through them. But what you can do, that don't push your needle right away, but try turning it a little bit sideways, and then it becomes easier to push your needle through the DELICA bead. Also, of course, it's very important that how thick your thread is. I am using the 4LB FIRELINE, so that's also, I know what Susie is using. And hi, Margaret. And I see Jeannie says that she's not beading, she's decorating today. And Facebook user friend is also watching. And we'll bead later. So Niti, please let me know how is it going. So I try to like wiggle with my needle a little bit and then push it through the DELICA bead. Indeed, it can be a little bit tricky. And now I'm going to attach the 4th group of MIYUKI DELICA beads. First, I will again skip 2 MIYUKI DELICA beads in the bezel, and then I will attach new DELICA beads to the 3rd and the 4th. Third bead, 2nd square stitch. So also, I noticed, Niti, that when I push my needle through the beads, then I pushed the beads in the bezel to the side with my nail slightly. So then my needle can go through easier. So this is how it looks like at the moment. Please let me know, ladies, how is it going? So I have 2 delicas at the top and at the bottom without decoration, and then 5 and 5 on the sides. And let's see, what are we doing in step 3? So in step 3, I turn back to the opposite direction by beading through one of the newly attached MIYUKI delicas. My thread is now facing this tiny gap in between the 2 MIYUKI delicas, and I pick up a size 15. It shall be a silver one for me. And then I bead through the 2nd one out of the same pair. So this is how it looks like. And then I pick up a bugle bead, a size 11 round seed bead, and another bugle bead. And with these 3 beads on my needle, I bead through the first MIYUKI delica from the next pair, and I arrange the beads into a V shape, and in this case it's going to be a pointy V. It can be like a not pointy V if I push my round 11 in between the bugle beads, or I can pull it out slightly and arrange the bugles in a way so they sit under the round 11, and it becomes a pointy V. And then I pick up another size 15 and I bead through the 2nd MIYUKI delica. So this is how it looks like at the moment. How is it going, ladies? Please let me know. I will take a sip of much needed coffee in the meanwhile. So I hope it's going well. Let's see what's happening in step 4. Niti says that she might be she might have some trouble with tension, and Cindy too. So yeah, try to just don't pull it like absolutely until the delica beads are absolutely close to each other, but as you can see, there are like micro gaps in between my delicas. and also actually in between my round 15s. So when I am doing a square stitch bezel, then I found that if I pull it super tight, then it is not so nice as if I am just pulling well enough. I don't leave it loose, of course, but there are tiny gaps in between the beads. Okay, Zdenka is advising me to have some more sips because she's bezeling. Okay, Cindy says her tension is okay. Wonderful. Now we will be adding 4mm BICONE beads. And I am working still with the beautiful ones from the Lucia's Light box, from the Lights High-End 2xAB color. So I pick up a 4mm PRECIOSA BICONE, I pick up a MIYUKI DELICA, and another 4mm PRECIOSA BICONE. And then I stop for a while to admire the color of the PRECIOSA BICONEs. I think it's mandatory if you are working with something similar. I don't know if Susie included it in the tutorial, but actually then I noticed that I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I put down the BICONE, DELICA BICONE. First, I need to pick up around 11 and I attach it to a DELICA in the bezel with one simple square stitch. So as you can see, there is at first around 11 on my needle, and then I bead in the opposite direction through the next DELICA bead in the design. Yeah, thank you, Yosin. I just noticed it. And then I bead again through the round 11. And there comes the part with the 4mm BICONE, DELICA, BICONE, round 11 actually, and then mandatory looking at the BICONE. What kind of colors are you using, ladies? I'm curious. In the meanwhile, I attach, while I am waiting for your answers, I attach the round 11 to the DELICA bead in the bezel, which is before the pair of extra DELICA beads. So I attach it with a square stitch by beading backwards through the DELICA in the bezel. Again, I see that Susie wants us here to make a sharp angle from the bead, so I pull out the DELICA bead in between the BICONEs, and then I bead through the round 11 and the DELICA. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And then I'm going to repeat the same step to complete the other half of the motif. In the meanwhile, Faye says, it just means you can look at the shiny 2xAB again. It is such a gorgeous color. And I agree with Faye. Maybe I did it deliberately so I can look at the 2xAB some more. I love them in all kinds of colors, like the light cyan, tanzanite, everything. Capri blue, everything just looks so beautiful in the 2xAB, I think. And then Eleanor says she's using the Lucia box, but switched to a pure chaton. And that's a great idea. If you wear them as earrings, then you will have the light shining through the chaton. That's such a wonderful effect, I think. So now I'm repeating the same. I insert around 15 in between the two delicas that are in one pair. Then I pick up a bugle around 11 and another bugle, and I bead through the first out of the two Delica beads. I arrange my 3 beads into a sharp V, and then I add around 15 into the gap. This is how it looks like at the moment. And then I complete this step by first picking up the round 11, attaching it to the next Delica bead in the bezel. Again, I'm pushing my needle sideways to make sure that it fits and I don't break beads. I bead through this size 11 one more time. Then I pick up 4mm BICONE, MIYUKI Delica size 11, and another 4mm BICONE, and then one more bead, a size 11 round seed bead. I attach the size 11 round seed bead to the last Delica bead before the one that would have an attachment. I arrange the beads into a sharper angle, and then I bead through the newly added round 11 one more time. So I really like the shape, how this is coming together. And again, I think it's super versatile. So I'm again very curious how you will finish it. Also, last week when we were beading the scarlet motif, then you came up with so many great ideas. I loved watching through them all. And Ginny says, I like that idea of adding the size 15 between the two Delicas. I don't think we have done that before. Zuzi is always thinking of new things for us to do. And indeed, I also like it very much. And I think there are many opportunities to use this little trick. And Zuzi came up with a very, very nice and inspirational design for us. And let's see what's happening in step 6. In step 6, I will repeat the thread path, but I will skip the Delica beads which are in between the bicones, and I will skip the round 11s which are in between the bugle beads. So other than that, my thread path will be identical to the previous step, with the exception of attaching the seed beads to the bezel. So I bead through Delica size 15 Delica. I bead through a bugle. I skip the round 11 and I bead back through the second bugle bead. This really makes it into a sharp V. And then I bead through Delica round 15, Delica round 11, 4mm BICONE. I could do this in one go, but you can also do it one by one. It depends how it feels at the moment for you. If you feel that you might be pushing too much, then rather go one by one. Then I skip the Delica bead here, and then I bead through BICONE, round 11, Delica, round 15, Delica bugle, So also this part will be a bit sharper on the side. Susie, are you still here? Because I love this, absolutely. Niti also says, another great pattern. I have to leave, ladies. Wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas and the very best of the season. I am so honored to be a part of this wonderful community. Thank you all and keep safe. Niti, it was good to have you at least a little bit, and Merry Christmas, and we love having you too. Looking forward to next year. And Susie is here. And Kata says, I could absolutely imagine this as a ring, so lovely. And you're right, I think that would be super cute. Wow, totally. And Christine, hi. And I think this is also kind of a Christmas present towards Susie, that she can witness us now enjoying what she prepared for us. So thank you so much for your kind comments, ladies. And I'm super happy, Susie, that despite your many household tasks to make sure that the holidays are beautiful for your family, you made time to be here with us. Thank you so much, Susie. And I actually have to stop after the size 11 here. So I beaded through the 2 bicones and then a size 11, and this is where the next step will start. Patty also says Merry Christmas. And Ginny has an idea. I'm wondering what it should look like if we also skipped the 15s so they would pop up more between the delicas. And Ginny, if you try that, I think it would be super nice to hear about your experience. I think that's also a possibility. And thank you for joining. I don't see your name, but I'm happy that you could make it. Wow, and Susie is a lucky lady. She says, my hubby took care of the meal preparations for tonight, so I can be here. Say hi to Polly, so sweet of him. And Kristen says that it could also be a beautiful connector. Indeed. Totally. Or imagine turning it sideways. Also, how I know that we will be adding some more bicones here, but imagine that it would sit on top of a pendant, so you could make something longer. Longer earrings, longer pendant. We love those. And Susie says, I also rotated the motif by 90 degrees when I was preparing the tutorial. It's gorgeous with long drop. Oh, I can imagine, Susie. Must be beautiful. And let's see, what do we do in step 7? So in step 7, okay, I was not too overexcited. I really need to go through the DELICA 15 DELICA group. And then I will be adding some more size 15s and 3mm bicone beads. So I start by picking up size 15, 3mm bicone, another size 15, bicone, and another size 15. So I have 5 beads on my needle, and I bead through the round 11, sitting in between the 2 bugles in the opposite direction. I pull my thread, and then I bead back through round 15, bicone, round 15. And I finish this part off by picking up bicone, round 15, and beading through DELICA, round 15, DELICA, round 11, bicone, and DELICA. So this is how it looks like. I filled this V shape with some more bling. And then I will be connecting this DELICA bead to the bezel. And in the middle, Shirley joined us. Shirley, so good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you are doing okay. And hi, Bernadette. Patty likes the pattern. And hi, Facebook user friend. And now I'm going to pick up 2 round 15s and I bead through the DELICA bead, which is in one line with the DELICA that I am exiting. So it's the middle one out of the 5 that are without a decoration. Then, oh, actually, sorry, ladies, I'm going to add a different color of size 15s. I think I need here another color. Maybe the gold ones, or maybe dark bronze. And it's Nicolene! Hi, Nicolene! So again, I pick up 2 size 15s and I bead through the MIYUKI DELICA that is in the middle of the group of 5. I gently push my needle through and then I bead back through the 2 newly picked up size 15s. And Katarina says, I am so happy that you make me familiar with these components. I never have seen this before, and now I have a lot of ideas in my brain. And that's wonderful. And that's actually the best part of it, that we are beading something, but something hopefully beautiful that you like. But the best part is if you start having your own ideas, your own interpretations. And then you start playing and personalizing little by little everything, so the jewels can look exactly how you like them to be. And Elinor says, is it possible to attach the drop with the same thread, or should I do it as a separate component and attach it when done? I would say that it is possible, but if Susie is here, then I would like to hear her opinion. And Faye says, Faye is from New Zealand. The sun is just coming up here and the sky is a beautiful pink, like Indian pink crystal color. Wow, Faye, that sounds wonderful. And Joanna is here. Ladies, and Nicolene was also apologizing for being late. Never worry about that. Never worry, like, it's wonderful if you can join from the beginning, but also it's super nice if you pop in later when it suits you. Then maybe you come home from work, maybe something else is happening, maybe you just needed a rest. There should be no pressure. You join and then actually we feel that it is important for you to join. Right away when you can. I started to repeat the step, and yes, indeed, I need to repeat it. So I'm now adding the PRECIOSA BICONE decoration in between the bugles, and I'm beading all the way to the BICONE that is between the to the DELICA that is in between the 4mm bicones, and then I will be connecting the DELICA with 2 size 15s to the bezel. And Nancy says, fun pattern, Susie. I have gotten to the PEAR frame. We'll have to finish a bit later. A big snow blast is unexpectedly coming through. Rarely happens in Delaware. I have to make sure my horses, sheep, goats, geese, chickens, pheasants, turkeys, guineas, ducks are okay at the barn. Critters unfortunately come before beading because there are lives at stake. Love you all. Have a wonderful holiday, everyone. See you all again soon. Erika, please rest. Thank you, dear Nancy. And please take care of your furry family. And please give each of them a big hug from us. And wishing you wonderful holidays and see you in the new year. But also, I hope you still hear me. On the 30th, there will be a Bead Together again with Angelica. Don't forget about it. We have Facebook user joining. And Susie says, in the meanwhile, Eleanor, it's possible. You need experience to do it, but you will see from the tutorial you can continue. And Shirley is asking, Erika, could this be done with a larger chaton rivoli to make a tree ornament? I think that's a wonderful idea, but you will need to play with the exact placement of the beads and decorations. I can imagine like adding more of this around the bezel, since the bezel will be bigger. But you will need to like do a little bit of math and count how it can work out and see that how many and how beads can you add in between. But I think something similar can be done. And this is how mine looks like at the moment. So this is step 8. And actually my motif, the base of my motif is finished. And somehow I got very fond of turning little components sideways. So actually I think that's what I'm going to do with this one too. Ladies, do you have any questions about this? And hi, Lita, good to see you. This is what I did, by the way, with my motif from the previous week. We were beading the scarlet motif. And originally, let me see if I can find one here. It became kind of messy on my table lately. Sign of a busy period. So this is how the motif looked like originally. And then in this second pair, I turned it sideways. So you can create completely different jewels from the same component. It's up to you how you finish it, and it's absolutely possible with today's motif from Susie too. I think that's what I'm going to do with it. And Alicia says, how did I miss out on the Adelaide again? Can we talk about this later? Alicia, can you double check, please? Like, I know there was a glitch. I'm sorry about it. There was a glitch at the beginning. I had a bad technical setting with the kids, but I'm going to check it for you. If they are really gone, we had 3 colors and we still have them. So I would recommend checking back again, Alicia, because there should be a cold water, the blue kit available, there should be Mystic Forest, the green one, and there should be also Mauve, the purple one, available. And Jeannie says, love last week's project. I'm really happy. And Ula says, cute design. I'm feeling a massive cold coming on, so I will check out now. Have a great holiday, everyone. Oh, take care of yourself, Ula, and get well soon. Have a wonderful holiday. And Faye likes the swan rhinestone in the middle. Indeed, that's just simply attached in between the 4 size 15s next to the half tila. Oh, and Susie says about the exclusive kits that are available today that she's recommending Estrella. That's one of my favorites too. So ladies, do you have any questions about the Advent calendar, about today's motif or last week's motif? I would love helping out while I'm still live. If you have like something that is a technical question, then I would like to ask you to post your like regarding something else, which would require like more research. Then I would like to ask you to post your question in the group, so then I can return to it later. And if you don't have any other questions, then I would like to thank you for your company through the whole year. But yeah, sorry, I just see a question. So Kristen is wishing Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays. Gunel too. Ginny is asking about the bottom dangle, about this earring. Which earring? This one, you mean? If this, then I just attached a stripe of DELICA beads from the front and from the back, and I inserted the big spike in between. The DELICA beads, they are attached to each other with tiny square stitches. And or if Zuzi's tutorial, then it is in the tutorial. Zuzi's design, then it is included in the PDF. And happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays, Margaret. Happy holidays, Susie, Faye, Shirley. It was good to hang out with you too. Yosin, Ellie, Charlene. Thank you, Charlene. Facebook user, Martina, more Facebook user friends, and Cindy, and Irina, and Sue, and Katarina, and Cheryl, and Mary, Ginny. Ginny, that one is in the tutorial. Maria, Jillian, Orit, Vanya. I'm not going to show it today. You can find the instructions in the PDF. Sherry, Katalin, Zdenka, Sharon, Elena, Bernadette, Alicia, Terry, Jennifer, Sharon, Nicolene, Joanna, Samia, Corinne, Malkas, everyone who shows up as a Facebook user and not by name, Lita, Jennifer, Marianne, Jan, Cheryl. Happy holidays, ladies. And Jan had a question. The exclusive kits are not showing a discount. Is this correct? Yes, it is correct. They come available only for you, only for these 2 days, and there is no additional discount on them. Corinne, Sarah, Betty. I am also really looking forward to the whole new year together again with you. Take care, ladies. Happy beading. Happy holidays. See you in 2023. But in the meanwhile, please keep each other company in the Beading School Club. Post your designs. Help each other, please, if someone has a question. And you can meet each other through a Zoom bead meeting with Angelica that's open to members of the Beading School Club. Thank you, everyone. Also, Carla, Cheryl, Kristen is asking about Secret Santa. Secret Santa, we can post it tomorrow. We had Secret Santa in the Beading School Club, and we can post it. You can open your package tomorrow, if you could wait, and post it if you want. But what is the most important, that when you see who was your Secret Santa, there will be probably a postcard inside or some note, or maybe the package has her name. Then please get in touch, say thank you, say hi. And that's actually the best part of Secret Santa, to get each other connected. So Corinne is asking, when are we meeting again? So dear Corinne, there will be a kind of no one has to bead alone with Angelica on the 30th. And that one will be through Zoom. And you can bead together, for example, Angelica's cute design that she brought to the club. And then we will start meeting again in the new year. I still need to announce the date. I will be traveling during the first days of the new year because I'm visiting my family abroad. And I will put online the new dates soon. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for everything this year, for your creativity and kindness, and wishing you a beautiful new year and happy holidays. Bye-bye.